So, cue musical intro.
Well, if you don't take down this fence, I'll hop over it anyway. I've done some reading, and things don't have to be this way.
Thank you. The Commons by Beans on Toast. Today, I want to talk to you a bit about a signpost I saw when I went to the Knepp rewilding site in Sussex, which is a fantastic spot. And they have areas that are sealed off for wildlife. And there's a sign there saying, no entry, wildlife only. And this is really interesting for me as someone who's really keen about increasing the right to roam responsibly, whether we should be allowed to go everywhere or if we need to save stuff for nature. And this sign intrigued me. It raised so many different questions. Keep out signs usually irritate me, but I guess this one had a positive effect because it highlighted for me that my customary annoyance isn't really about being restricted per se, but rather it's about the reasons behind the restrictions of keep out signs. And these really bother me when the restriction just comes from someone who's inherited or bought a vast tract of land and just wants to exclude everyone else just because they can. See Anthony Darwall on the Dartmoor wild camping debacle for that reason. Or if the message just feels condescending, suggesting somehow that the countryside is being protected from oiks like me who will wreck it, even though the land that's being excluded is usually being used for environmentally disastrous intensive agriculture. So I guess I felt much more supportive of a sign that's meant to protect wildlife. But it comes with a tinge of sadness, though, recognising that wildlife, in Britain at least, has become similar to just visiting a theme park. It used to be that wildlife was all around us, that nature, that we were a part of nature, whereas now we are apart from nature. And there's this idea now that we're distinct and dominant over nature. And that's the mindset that has contributed spectacularly to our multitude of current environmental crises. Knepp's great. I love the spirit of the rewilding project where I found the sign. It's not full on rewilding. It's sort of rewilding meets regenerative agriculture. But nonetheless, the birds are singing. I like the place. And I understand the damage that pedestrians, and especially pedestrians with dogs, can cause to delicate ecosystems. I fully support efforts to set aside land for the restoration of habitats, the reduction of greenhouse emissions. And of course, wherever in the countryside I go, I'm also very respectful of farmland that is being used, the hard work that's done there, and very careful not to damage it or to disrupt it. So I guess overall, I support the signs like this of keep out wildlife only when they serve a purpose that benefits the environment and promotes the coexistence and the recovery of natural habitats. But what about you? Wildlife, keep out. You for that or against it? What does it make you feel? Let me know.